Still remember that time when I would walk into the garage and I will have nothing but my fishing gear out here. I still have my keyboard where it's at. I've been playing keyboard since I was 12. Took lessons up until I was 19, and took drum lessons at Drum World in San Francisco, right there on Mission and Geneva Avenue. And I started playing guitar later on in life. About 23 years ago is when I started playing guitar, so that was late. I was 28 at the time when I took guitar lessons. Actually, one of the guys in my band was willing to teach me how to play guitar, so I picked it up. And so I got a couple amps here from way back. A Behringer 1x10, that's my practice amp. And this one here is a 2x12, and I got all the pedals. I didn't add the pedals till later on. And if you guys are looking for a good review on these pedals here, head on to JHS pedals and look at Behringer and 60 cycle hum. So here we go. I didn't get to playing Stratocasters up until 2021, and basically what it was is a new neighbor moved in, and I didn't know he plays guitar, and when he started playing, I immediately knew it was a Fender. Familiar with the Fender tone, but when I started playing guitar, I was playing nothing but humbucker, nothing. I was only playing guitars with humbuckers, for the heavier tones, and I played on ESPs. Nothing but ESPs and Ibanez. And this one is actually my oldest guitar right here. Not the first one that I got, but I wanted to practice on an affordable guitar. And I've had this one here for 21 years. It's an ESP EC50 from way back. So I got into the Fender tone, and I figured I'm not gonna be spending much on on a Fender, and the second best thing would be there, or Squier series, which is made overseas. This is the only Squier that I have that's made in China, and it's a Squier Affinity with the ceramic single coils. So yeah, had to learn on the fly, just to get used to it. And I liked it enough that when the Classic Vibes went on sale, I picked up a few. I got the Telecaster Deluxe with the humbucking pickups and Alnico magnets on it. And next up would be the Stratocaster. It's the Classic Vibe. And so after that, I keep seeing this guitar on the internet, which is a Donner DST 400. I basically got this guitar for free. What happened was Amazon really messed up one of the things that I ordered, so I practically got this guitar for free. It's a Donner DST 400, and I like it. It sounds great. It's got the humbuckers on the bridge and a single coil. So I get the best of both worlds. Tones galore on this one here. And then in January 2022, the 40th anniversary Squiers came out, the Gold Edition, and of course, I already have the Classic Vibes, so I got this one here, 40th anniversary Stratocaster and Sienna Sunburst. There you have it. So I got my other two amps behind it. This one here is a 2x10, which I've been messing around for quite some time. 2x10s are good, I guess. And this one here is, so yeah. This is kind of like my stool right here, 15-inch stool. I'm a little fella, so that's all I need for a stool. Perfect for me. But anyhow, this is actually the Telecaster 40th anniversary gold edition. Is actually the first Telecaster that I ever owned. And when I got it, I was like, okay, well, it's a Telecaster, you know, but I couldn't believe it. I've never played it before I got it, but I already knew what kind of tones I might be able to get out of it. And I plugged it in, and I just couldn't believe it. I was actually loving it. I became a fan immediately. So when I got all these guitars here, you know, I was still using the Behringer, and it was during the pandemic, and I wanted a certain amp, which is the Fender Tone Master, and it was out of stock. So second best thing was this Fender Champion 100, and I couldn't believe it. You know, I figured it might be an okay amp, but man, this amp really surprised the heck out of me. You can get a lot of good tones out of it. Just dial it in, you know. All you gotta do really is mess with the treble, mids, and bass, and you gotta. It's a modeling amp. But yeah, so the Telecaster. Back to the Telecaster Gold Edition 40th anniversary. I plugged it in, and I just couldn't believe the sound I was getting out of it. And then I'm like, oh man, this guitar is really too nice to be played on a daily basis. And I think the same of the Stratocaster Gold Edition. So the classic vibe and the gold edition, you know, sounds exactly the same to me. And this gold edition Telecaster bass. So like I said, I didn't want to play on this on a daily basis, so I got the second best thing that is now my everyday Telecaster, which is this guy here. It's also 40th anniversary edition, which is the vintage edition. So it's got the age hardware on it, and man, I just couldn't believe it. You know, I plugged it in when I got it, and I'm blown away. I didn't think I would be a Telecaster fan, but I am now. So the only question is, where am I going to put all my fishing gear when I decide to go fishing again, or when I start fishing again? I don't know if you guys remember, but I was using my guitar rack as my fishing rod rack. And right over here, yep, I still have all my lures. I got some in here too. So this is what my garage looks like. A little different from 4 years ago when I had my kayak here and all the other fishing rods out here. Well, I guess one of these days I'm going to have to get on the water and put some of these away.